All right, today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about eBay and all about making money online, but primarily we talk about eBay, Amazon, and Facebook Marketplace dropshipping here. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, basically what we do is we list up items for sale on different marketplaces like eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, and we get those items not because we have them in stock, but because they are in stock at our supplier's warehouse. And we use either wholesale suppliers or we use suppliers like other retail websites like Amazon.com, for instance. Once the item sells on the marketplace, we then turn around and buy it from our supplier and they ship the item directly to our customers. So it's a very simple business model to start, really beginner and user friendly. And that's primarily what I talk about on this channel. And I host these live Q&As every single Tuesday around 4 p.m. Eastern time, give or take, depending on where in the world I am, so that I can answer any questions that you all have about dropshipping onto marketplaces using these techniques that I developed. Now, if you want a more in-depth kind of training, if you're a beginner and kind of looking to understand how this all works, then in the description of this video, the first two links would really interest you. The first link is a link to a free eBay dropshipping training that I have for you. Go ahead and watch it completely free. And the second one is a link to a free ebook all about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. So if you're interested in eBay dropshipping, the first link is a free training, free video training. The second link is for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, that free ebook. But if you guys have any questions, stick around here, say hi in the chat, and let me know what your questions are. Let me know where in the world you are chiming in from, and let me know how I can help you with dropshipping. I travel full time. That's one of the beautiful things about doing dropshipping is that it is a location independent business. So you can do it anywhere as long as you have a laptop and an internet connection. So I'm a digital nomad. We travel around full time in a camper van around the United States. Currently I'm in Utah and we are exploring this area. Last week I was in California. 2 days ago I was in Las Vegas. So it's really just kind of fun to be able to explore the world while running my online businesses from the road in the camper van. So let me know who you are and where you are. All right, Kimberly says Patagonia jacket must be cold where you are. Yeah, we were just in Vegas and it was plenty warm, and now all of a sudden we hit Utah and it got a lot chillier very, very quickly. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Thanks for being here. Jose says I don't see the links. They should be in the description of the video. Okay. Sorry, the software that I use just updated recently, and I don't understand how it works yet. All right. Antoine has a question. I put my store on vacation mode, and now it's running again. My sales traffic are slow like I'm a new seller. Have you ever experienced this? So that's for eBay dropshipping. Yeah, unfortunately, that is something that happens. And I wish I could go back in time and tell you not to put your store on vacation mode. So basically, eBay has a setting where you can put your store on vacation mode. So let's say you're doing like thousands of dollars a month or a day in sales, and you want to go away on vacation. You don't have to worry about your sales at all. Put your store on vacation mode, everything kind of turns off. In theory, that's great because then you can just turn it back on when you're ready to jump back into things and ready to start working again. But unfortunately, since the beginning of vacation mode, eBay sellers have complained that they turn on vacation mode, and when they turn it off, things just do not go back to the way they were before they turned on vacation mode. It takes a while for the momentum to build back up. So people are complaining about this for a long time, and eBay says, well, they haven't really said too much about it, but they basically alluded to the fact that they aren't doing anything that's causing that. But I think there's enough anecdotal evidence out there to support the fact that it is a problem, and that if you put your store on vacation mode when you turn off vacation mode, that your sales probably aren't going to be the same. Now, I've only put my store on vacation mode once. I did it when I went to the Galapagos. I was going to be basically without internet or strong enough internet service for about a week. And plus, it was a really amazing vacation once in a lifetime, and I just didn't want to have to worry about my store during that time. So that's the only time I ever actually put it on vacation mode. Now, when I came back, I turned off vacation mode, and my sales actually did better, but during that time, the whole eBay algorithm was really whacked out. Lots of strange things were happening. So even all my friends who weren't on vacation mode, pretty much the exact same day I came back from vacation, we all saw a dramatic increase in sales. So I think I just kind of got lucky there. But in general, I would not recommend using vacation mode. Instead, what you can do is you can raise the price of all your items or change the quantity down to 0. Different things like that will make it so that people won't buy the items. Basically the same thing as vacation mode without actually using vacation mode. Because like I said, unfortunately, when you come back, it takes longer for you to pick up the momentum. But I've done that technique where I've raised the price of my items so that I don't make as many sales or any sales. And then when I come back, lower them back down to where they're supposed to be. And then kind of things just pick back up. But really the best solution is to hire and train virtual assistants. So virtual assistants are people that you can hire from countries like the Philippines, where the cost of living is much lower. So the cost of hiring them, you could hire about 3 of them for the cost, or maybe even 4 if you factor in other sorts of taxes and things like that and benefits. 3 or 4 of them for the cost of 1 worker here in the United States. So it's a really good deal for you, so to speak. They're really good, hard workers. It's not like you're getting second-rate work. Not at all. They're really great workers. And it's a good wage for them as well. So it's like a win-win situation. They'll run your store even while you go away on vacation. That's the ideal situation. So that way your store can continue to make money even while you're vacationing. All right. Hey, Vernie from New Mexico. Thanks for being here. One of my favorite states. All right. Jason's from Houston. What's up, Jason? Says, how do you handle sales tax? I do not have a resale certificate at this point. So, Jason, there's two parts of sales tax that are important for us as resellers or drop shippers on marketplaces like eBay. So the first part is that when you buy the item from your supplier, you are going to pay sales tax for that item. Now, you can avoid paying sales tax if you get a resale certificate, because at that point, you are not the end consumer. The end consumer is the person who's actually going to use the product. So the end consumer is your customer on eBay or Facebook or wherever it is, or Amazon, wherever it is. So if you can prove to your supplier or show them that you are not the end consumer, then they're not going to charge you sales tax. So we see this, Walmart would do that for us, Home Depot would do that for us, Amazon will do that for us. Other stores, they won't give you a tax exempt status, like Target won't do that, for instance, but a lot of them will. So by doing that, you save a lot of money that you don't have to pay anyway, because like I said, you're not the end consumer. So who does pay the sales tax? Well, the customer, and they pay it directly when they make the purchase on the marketplace. So on eBay, when they make the purchase, they get charged the cost of the item, the cost of shipping, which for most items is free shipping, and then sales tax as well. Now, the great thing is that there's all these laws in place that basically say that, hey, eBay, hey, Amazon, hey, Facebook Marketplace, you have to collect the sales tax, not the individual seller. So Paul doesn't have to collect sales tax, or Jason, you don't have to collect sales tax. The marketplace is responsible for collecting sales tax. They're going to collect it, and then they're going to send it off to the appropriate states as needed. So for most states, that is the case. So really, you don't have to worry about the second part so much, because like I said, the marketplace is handling it for most states, but you still want to get your resale certificate so that you don't have to pay sales tax to Walmart or Amazon or Home Depot when you purchase the items, or even to your wholesale suppliers as well, because you're not the end consumer. You're not responsible for paying it. Good question, though. Yes, it still works. So a lot of what you'll find is a lot of videos on YouTube that are even, well, definitely ones that are a few years old, even that ones that are a year old, even, my old videos just don't work anymore, right? You got to look at the newer videos. Now, this is why, I spend a lot of time on my course always updating it. I'm about to do another major update to my course as well, because things change all the time. I can't go back and edit or change old YouTube videos. Whatever I put out there is out there, but I can go back and edit and update and change my course, delete videos that are no longer relevant or update them. So I'm continually doing that with my eBay dropshipping course because of this. What worked a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago doesn't work anymore. And what works now is what I'm teaching now and what I'm teaching in my course. So this is really important. When I first started doing dropshipping, I wanted a fast way to learn. I've loved online courses for that reason. Just like such a fast way to get so much information from an expert that you don't have to waste months or years trying to figure it out yourself. So I signed up for a course that everyone said, this is the course you should sign up for. And it seemed good, but unfortunately all the techniques that were taught in that course were completely out of date. So they didn't work. So if you follow that course precisely, or even close enough, you would not do well because it was just out of date. So that's why when I created my course, I said I would always be updating it. Anytime eBay changed, anytime tactics changed, techniques changed, I would update the course. And I've continued to do that. I'm continuing to do it. I'm about to make another major update to the eBay dropshipping course as well to reflect all the most current changes and how to stay on top of them so that dropshipping continues to work for you and for my students that are in the course. Arthur says, how much are you currently making with Facebook Marketplace dropshipping? Actually, I have a video all about this. So if you go back to my older videos, I think it posted about maybe a month and a half ago. So check out that video because it's a full breakdown. Living the laptop lifestyle. Sweet. Eddie from the UK. Been dropshipping for nearly 2 months now and loving it. Congrats, Eddie. That's awesome, man. Hey, Frank. Hey, Raphael. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not doing any sort of meetups right now. I done a few of them, and then with the pandemic, we didn't do it, and I haven't just gotten it into a flow yet. But I really hope to be able to do some meetups this year very soon. It's looking pretty good for that. So we'll definitely have to arrange that. Definitely next time on the West Coast, that should be happening as well. Kimberly says, are you using OA Genius for tracking numbers for Amazon? I'm not, but I've heard some really good things about it. So it's something I've looked into, but it's hard because I don't really need it myself because I can pull tracking numbers from a variety of different sources. But I've heard good things about it in general. But it's not perfect from what I've heard. It's not perfect. So look at like the discussion about it in the group, and you'll see like some of the different feedback on it. Mostly positive, but some of the tracking numbers don't show the item was ever delivered. Some of them will go missing, just things like that. So just to be aware of that. Hey, Dustin, thanks for being back, man. Yeah, Jason, congratulations. I just cleared another $1,000 in Facebook Marketplace. Woot, says Jason. Yeah, Jason, I saw your post in the group recently, and I want to congratulate you on it because solid numbers. I think you said, what did you say in that post? Averaging 30 to 40% profit margin. Congratulations, Jason. Solid numbers, solid start. Congrats on that. Really happy to see that you're doing well with it. New Style says, please talk about product research, please. Yeah, so product research is really important for dropshipping onto any sort of marketplace because what it does is, what did I do here? Because when you're selling on a marketplace, when someone goes on there, like on eBay, they're able to see all the items listed from a whole bunch of different sellers. So you really have to make sure that any products you list up are products that people actually want to buy. That's actually going to capture their attention and actually going to get the sale. It doesn't work just to list up random items and just hope that they're going to sell. You need to be intentional with the items that you sell. That's why finding the right products by doing product research is so critically important. So how do you do product research? Well, for pretty much all the platforms is very similar, but what you're going to do is you're going to look to see what's already selling well for other dropshippers, and you're going to sell those same products. So there's a 3-step formula that we use to do that. And actually that free training that I have linked up in the description of this video, again, it's the first link underneath this video. If you click on that, I teach you in that free training how to do the product research. So if you want to check it out, want to learn exactly how I do the product research, I suggest you go watch that video. Okay. All right. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for another question. Says, hey, Paul, been a while. How profitable is Facebook Marketplace dropshipping now? Is it still working or too much competition? No, it is absolutely still working. And what we're seeing is that more people are shopping on Facebook Marketplace every single day. So it's only growing and growing and growing in terms of how much profit you could, or the potential there. So still very profitable, still doing really, really well. And I think it's still, especially this right now, is a really, really hot, good opportunity for this. Yeah, even Jason says so. So Jason says, don't put your store in vacation mode. It drops you further down the Cassini search engine ranks. Yeah. Again, not something they would ever admit or haven't admitted to, but we all kind of just know it's true, unfortunately. And for those of you who don't know, Cassini is eBay's search engine. So Cassini is what determines where your items are going to show up in the search results. Are they going to show up at the top? Are they going to show up at the bottom? Or on page like 5 or 6? Lots of things determine where your items fall in the search results. Some of them are really obvious. So things like if someone's searching for the word, mug, and you have a hammer listed up for sale, well, it's not going to show up at all in the search results. Things like that are obvious. But other things are like they prioritize listings with more images. They prioritize listings from sellers with better feedback, although they don't say this, because everything that goes into the algorithm is a big secret for eBay. They don't reveal exactly what determines where your items show up in the search results. But we know from experience, from talking with so many dropshippers and sellers in general, a lot of what goes into the algorithm. So keywords are really important, like I just mentioned. Pictures, making sure you have enough of them. I think descriptions as well. I think they're able to scan descriptions and see keywords in there as well. They also look at seller ratings and different things like that. And things like have you been on vacation mode? So all those types of things matter. Also, how long you've been selling for matters as well. All right. I think you mean Facebook. Is this for Facebook? Yeah, Facebook dropshipping. What should I do? I have no views about 2 weeks now. How many items do you have listed? Because that's going to be a big determining factor. If you just have one, then you might have just listed up one bad product. Even if you have a few, I would really try to explore different ways to do product research, because it's possible you just have items that no one's interested in. The Facebook Marketplace has their own algorithm as well, which is even more of a secret, because first, all the marketplaces make their search engines algorithms secret. But as time goes on, we learn them. With Facebook, it's still so new, we're still figuring it out. And yeah, the crazy thing is that some items I list up for sale do really well really fast, and others get almost no views. So there is something strange about the algorithm that we've been trying to figure out. So the best advice I have is just to post more varying items at varying times. And we find that overall, you'll do better doing it that way, instead of just trying to list up a few very specific items all at once and then waiting a long time before listing up items again. It really helps to space things out. Yeah, they definitely do something when it comes to the vacation mode. Timo says, greetings from Greece. What's up? What is a good profit margin for a dropshipping store? It depends on where you're selling. So if you're selling somewhere like Shopify, that's going to have the highest margins. You could have 50% or more, sometimes 100% profit margins with a Shopify store. And then, something like Facebook Marketplace, the margin's still really good. Amazon's good, and the eBay's underneath that. It just depends a lot on the marketplace, and also the items that you're selling, because you can go on and sell an item on eBay that not a lot of other people are selling, or really make it stand out with a better title and better keywords, and you can have higher margins and still do than your competition and still do really well. Talking about algorithms, make sure to hit that like button for the algorithm. Thanks, Kevin, for the reminder. Really appreciate that. Like I said, so many different algorithms out there. YouTube is a different algorithm that determines, where your videos show up. Do they show up on someone's homepage? Do they show up in the search results when someone searches for eBay dropshipping? That's the question. So what helps the YouTube algorithm? Well, having a good title. Maybe my title is just very generic and this one doesn't do so well. But what you could do to help me is just a smash like button. That lets YouTube know, hey, this is a good video. People are watching this and they might want to recommend it to more people. All right. And similarly, just to kind of tie this all in together, the more views you get on products, specifically the more, or better yet, what I should say is the more time someone buys that product, the more likely eBay is going to surface that product to more people, because they know that, hey, when people visit this page, this listing, they actually buy, and eBay likes that, so they're going to surface it to more people. Arthur says, do you have your virtual assistants, do you give them your credit card info and logins? If not, what do you do instead? It's a really good question. Earlier in this live, I talked about virtual assistants and how powerful they are, how we hire them from the Philippines and countries like that. So how do we actually have them work on our accounts safely? Because obviously if someone's in the same room as you, if you have an office, you can look over their shoulder, make sure they're doing everything correctly and not doing anything nefarious. So how do you do that when they're overseas, especially if it's someone you've never met in person? Well, there's a lot you can have the virtual assistant do that doesn't require you ever giving them your login information. So they can go into AutoDS, for instance, and list products into there. And then you can then just finish the listing process later, or AutoDS will just finish it. They can find products. They can log into your Zeek Analytics account to find products or do product research manually. No issues with that. And what else can they do? Yeah, so there's the main things without logging into anything. But if you want them to log into stuff, you can give them your login information. eBay does have the ability to give another person access to your eBay account, but it's terrible. It's one of those things that just makes me shake my head, because eBay has been promising this feature for a long time. They've been saying, hey, we're going to give you the ability to have someone else log into your eBay account. You can limit their access to it, because I know you sellers have been asking for it for a long time. eBay's promised it. They finally came out with it, I think in 2020, maybe it was 2019. I don't even remember at this point. And it's terrible. It just doesn't work well. It's not what we were asking for. They haven't updated it to even make it better. It's just such a miss on their part. So I wouldn't even use that. If I need my VAs to use my eBay account, I give them my login information for it. If they are going to fulfill orders, then I give them the login information for my supplier's website, like Amazon, Home Depot, or Walmart.com. Usually those websites will store the credit card information directly on the website, and a virtual assistant logging in will never be able to actually see the credit card information. The other thing I kind of figure is that if they go on to the supplier's website, what's the worst they can do? They can't really order anything and have it shipped to the Philippines. So there's really very little damage they can do there. Plus, they would rather make money from you consistently as an employee than try to just get a one-off on you and just kind of try to steal some of your money or something like that. And there's always the backup of doing a chargeback with your credit card if there's any sort of issue with that. But I've never had an issue like that. But yeah, that's what you have to do. The only time I have to give my credit card information is when I'm having VAs fulfill from Amazon, because with Amazon, when you start shipping to multiple addresses, Amazon will start to ask you if you want to ask you to verify your credit card number to make sure it's really you. So we do supply them with the information for that for one of my credit cards, but we monitor it. And the only thing that goes on there are Amazon purchases. So if I ever see anything that's not an Amazon purchase, that's a red flag. But again, that's never happened. How can you hire them? I hire them from a website called onlinejobs.ph. Great website to hire virtual assistants from. How can I transfer my SKU grid listings to version 2 of AutoDS? So while they just open up a chat with AutoDS, explain to them that's what you want to do, and they'll help you do that. It should be pretty easy because you can just download a spreadsheet from SKU Grid with all your listings, and then you should be able to upload it into AutoDS. But if you can't figure it out, you can always open up a chat with them. They want your business, they want you to migrate over, so they're going to help you do it. Tim, what's up, man? Says, hey, Paul, just received an email about a low valid tracking rate, currently at 80%. I'm uploading in transit only. Should I be worried about account deactivation? It's always a concern when it comes to valid tracking rate. So you do want to try to get that number back up. So it is a struggle. This has happened to a bunch of people. I don't know why. If you're only doing it in transit, it shouldn't be happening. But something in there is not registering correctly with Amazon. So if you ever cancel an order, I would really make sure you're canceling at the correct time. I wouldn't worry too much about the cancellation for that reason, because like I said, I've seen it happen to a bunch of people and they're still okay. But that doesn't mean you should slack off on it at all. Okay? Keep trying to get that number up. Keep making sure they're really in transit when you upload, and make sure that the cancellation is done correctly as well. How do I find things to sell? Again, do that product research. The first link in the description is my free eBay dropshipping training, where I teach you exactly how to do that. So check out that video. I got banned from eBay. I went stealth. Now eBay has managed payments, and they're asking for a social security number. So yeah, that's the trouble with the new managed payments. So that's why I always recommend opening it in, you can't open a new one in your name. You got to open it in the friend or family member's name, because it's just not going to work under your name. Answered that question. Let's see. Any advice for transitioning from a 9-to-5 job to a full-time dropshipping? So first, congrats on getting to that point. I'm assuming what you mean is that you're there and you kind of want advice on how to actually make the transition. If not, then the advice I would have for you is make sure to be, dropshipping on multiple different marketplaces in different ways. Especially as an entrepreneur, I'd really make sure that you have different sources of revenue. So dropshipping on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace. Maybe you're doing something else. Maybe like you're doing dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace and an Amazon FBA. Spread out your risk, kind of, so to speak, and have multiple streams of income. That would be the best advice. It'd also help you build things up faster, because your store might get to one point and then your start, you have quickly gained to one point, and then after that kind of gets a little slow growth. So if you have multiple different sources, you can quickly get to that point in multiple different areas, so that helps you grow faster. But once you're at that point, then yeah, eventually you're just gonna have to pull the trigger, and you're just gonna have to quit your job and start doing it full time. Once you do that, it can be a challenge to really discipline yourself to make sure you do the work every single day. So I would still treat it, especially in the beginning, like you have a 9-to-5 job. Sit down, go to a coffee shop, or find one room in your house. That is the room that you work in. And so from 9 to 5, just like at your job, you would do your work on your computer with your drop shipping. So, get up at the same time you normally do, get dressed for work, go into the other room, do your work, take your lunch break just like you normally do, and then stop at 5. Just to kind of get yourself into that flow. You don't have to keep doing that, but that's what I did at first. Obviously, don't do that anymore. I'm on the road full time, but in the beginning, that definitely helped me build up the discipline to be able to do drop shipping every single day without kind of slacking off on that, which is a problem I see with a lot of people who quit 9 to 5s to do their own business on the side. You don't have that structure in place. And that's really, really a huge change, because for our entire lives, what's been happening? We've had, as a kid, adults telling us what to do. Then what? We go to school, very structured, right? We have class from a certain time to a certain time. We get scheduled breaks. Even in middle school and high school, we get different periods. You go to one class like social studies, and then math, and then science. Very, very structured our entire lives. Then we go to college. Then we get a job where we're told, be somewhere from 9 to 5. This is where you have to be. This is what you have to do. This is when you're allowed to take a break. So we're always constrained in our life by these boundaries set by others. And suddenly, if you quit that to be an entrepreneur, you have no boundaries. And that's when people kind of can make big mistakes. It's very similar to when students, they go to college for the first time and they're without the boundaries of their parents, right? And that's why a lot of people have a tough time adjusting to college, or go kind of crazy one way or the other, to different extremes when they first enter college. It's a transition period. So it's the same kind of thing, just a transition period, but it's very liberating as well. So you got to put your own boundaries in place, but it's liberating. It's amazing. So you're going to love it. How do I avoid this kind of situation in the future when I have a listing for a price and I agreed on a lower price? I'm not sure what you mean. What are you asking exactly? You can ask about anything you want, and I'll try to answer it. If I can't, I'll let you know. eBay fees are too high. I sold an item for $525, ended up with $445. So I've always said that eBay fees are not too high. If you're saying eBay fees are too high, the real problem is that you are not pricing your items correctly to compensate for those fees. So when you list an item on any marketplace, including eBay, let's use eBay in this example though, you want to list it for a price that will cover the eBay listing fee if there's any, the eBay final value fee, PayPal fees if you're still using PayPal, probably not, the cost of the item, and the cost of shipping and sales tax, and enough so you make a profit that you're happy with. All of that has to be included in the price of the item. And guess what? Everyone else on eBay is selling their items at a price to cover all of that as well. So it's an even playing field, right? We're all in the same boat with that. So if you feel like your profit's not enough, if you feel like the amount you end up with is not enough, then you don't have your item priced correctly. Hopefully you're at least covering your eBay fee, your final value fee, your cost of the item, shipping cost, and sales tax, or whatever, any other costs associated with it. Hopefully you're at least covering that and at least making some profit. Sounds like maybe you're just not happy with the amount of profit. In that case, you do have to raise up the price of your item. For anything like that, you have to email support, paul@pauljlipsky.com. We have a support team that can take care of that for you. There you go. But then you have to actually ship them out, though. They actually have to move. I've been using OA Genius, and it's lowered my valid tracking rate. Ooh. All right. There's a review right there. All right. Buy Right Distribution says, are you subscribed on Walmart Plus to get free shipping on just one item? I am not any longer. So Walmart Plus is a program that's very similar to Amazon Prime. The way it works is Normally on Walmart, you get free shipping on most orders over $35. For any items under 35, for any orders under $35, the cost of shipping is $5.99 generally. Now, what is an order? An order consists of all the items in your order. So if I have one item that's let's say $20 and another item that's $20, on their own they wouldn't get free shipping, but together they do get free shipping. But Walmart only lets you ship to one address per order. So the important thing to really know is basically we are only going to be ordering one item at a time from Walmart, and if it's over $35, we get free shipping. If it's under $35, we have to pay $5.99 for shipping. But Walmart now has the Walmart Plus program. And on the Walmart Plus program, we get free shipping on pretty much every order, even items under $35. So we get free shipping on almost every item, even items under $35. So that $20 item, I could buy just one of them on its own and get free shipping and ship it to my customer without paying for shipping. So it's really powerful. Unfortunately, while Walmart allows us to drop ship from them, if we use Walmart Plus, they will shut down our Walmart Plus accounts. They'll still let us buy on Walmart, but they won't let us use Walmart Plus. So people are using it anyway and getting away with it, but a lot of people have had their Walmart Plus accounts shut down. So that's kind of the warning I'm giving you. Basically, the best thing to do is just to stick to items that are over $35 that are just going to get free shipping anyway. I don't think they'll ban you, but they will lower those listings in the search results. That's why I always recommend non-API. So after about 10 days on Facebook Marketplace, that's kind of the guideline I show in the course. I wouldn't go just crazy listing, but you can just double your number of listings or 1.5 them every single day, if that makes sense. So if you're doing like 20 listings, or say 20 listings, and next day you can do like 30 listings, right? Times 1.5. And after that you can do 45 listings a day. And eventually you're just going to get to the point where, it's impractical to double it anyway. Would you agree to try any other product research software instead of Zeek? Would I agree to? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm always up to trying new things, but I'm really happy with Zeek. It's really the best product research software out there. I have tried other ones. Zeek Analytics is made by dropshippers for dropshippers. It's been around for a long time, and it works really well, so I love it. Plus, what I also love about Zeek Analytics is they have really great customer service. They have really low downtime, and they're really supportive of the community. The owner, Nahar, is very active with the dropshipping community. He's always supporting it. He always wants to work with sellers. He's always making content for sellers. So I always like to support companies that are doing that as well. All right. Why does every Facebook account I create get closed? I'm not from the US. I'm from Morocco, but we don't have purchase. Unfortunately, if you're outside the United States and are trying to create a Facebook account here in the United States, I can't help you with that. I've heard a lot of chatter about people trying it and have not gotten it to work. So I haven't heard of a way to really get it to work. There are ways I've heard of rather, of ways to buy Facebook accounts that have the shipping option enabled on them for Facebook Marketplace from people. I've looked at it myself, but I think there's no guarantee that it's going to work. Plus, once you get to $600 in sales on Facebook Marketplace, Facebook requires you to provide them information like your social security number. And you're not going to be able to do that if you're not from the United States anyway. You need a social security number and ITIN, which you're not going to be able to do from outside the United States anyway. So you're not going to make it very far anyway. So for right now, dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace is really kind of unfortunately only for US sellers at this point. and a few other countries as well. I was not getting views for my listings on Facebook Marketplace, but now I'm getting but not getting orders. That means your prices are too high. So lower your prices, maybe offer free shipping if you're not doing that. They're viewing the listings. You actually have to give them incentive to actually purchase it now. Zane says, hey, Paul, will I need an LLC or anything? So an LLC is a limited liability company. It's a business entity that you set up that the government treats it as a person, okay? And they're the ones who own your business, or they are the business and not you. So you are separate from your LLC. You don't need one for dropshipping, but it's always a good idea to have one for different liability protection if you set it up correctly, and things like that. You should really speak to a lawyer about it and CPA about it for your particular situation, but in general, it's always a good idea. Now, personally, when I started dropshipping, I didn't start an LLC, but after about 8 months, maybe about 7 or 8 months, that's when I started one, and ran everything underneath that after that. Hello, B. Thanks for being here. Paul's Dropshipping Titans course are thorough and complete, worth more than you pay. Thanks, Wally. Really appreciate that and appreciate you being here as well. Product research. Make sure you're doing the right product research, Jack. Again, I can't say it too many times in this video. First link underneath this video is my free eBay dropshipping training. Check it out because that is where I teach you how to do good product research to find those good items. Oh yeah, promotions on Facebook Marketplace are something I honestly haven't needed to touch. The sales are organically good enough. I always hate doing paid things like that, like eBay has us do. I still don't do it on Amazon because I just don't like it. I like the organic marketplaces where people will find our items organically based on keywords and things like that. But give it a shot. Try it out for yourself. CJ dropshipping. I have a video on it somewhere. I think I do, but I don't dropship from China, so. I have an error on Facebook Marketplace, a query error. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, because it is still new, there are some strange bugs with it, some different things like that. So sometimes you can jump on your phone and you can run it from your phone instead of your computer. Or what I should say, let me back up. What I should say is sometimes you'll try to do something like delete a listing or update a listing and it won't let you do it. And if you jump on your phone, it does let you do it. So try that if that's the problem. If it's not the problem, I mean, we had a problem the other day listing items. It kept giving us a weird problem saying like, we're not authorized to see that page or something. And then by the next morning, it was better. So that went away. So sometimes just waiting will help. Try clearing your cache and cookies. Like I said, still pretty new marketplace, which is one of the reasons it's so hot and so exciting right now. But those are kind of the issues you might run into, or how to fix some of them. All right. Trixel says, hey, Paul, could Facebook ban you for using copyrighted images? Are they even still copyright when you make screenshots and don't download them? So they're definitely still copyrighted, even if you take screenshots and don't download them. Could they ban you for it? I guess so. I haven't heard of it happening. Always a possibility, but you should do some more research and talk to a copyright lawyer about that. Chillbot says, hey, Paul, dropshipping items on eBay from another retailer or marketplace isn't allowed on eBay, so how do you dropship from another retailer or marketplace? So a few things there. So the rule on eBay says you are allowed to dropship, but they only allow it from wholesale suppliers. So I'm really encouraging people to go the wholesale route, really try it out. You're going to see, even though it's a lot different than what a lot of people talk about on YouTube. It's not that bad. And once you establish one of these relationships with a wholesale supplier, it becomes much easier than even retail, because developing that relationship allows you to do so much with them, have such consistency in products and availability of products that you don't quite get with retail. So I definitely would try wholesale dropshipping. And anyone who joins my eBay course, they're going to get all videos about wholesale dropshipping as well. So you'll learn exactly how to do it. That's included with my eBay dropshipping program. If you're going to do retail anyway, that's fine if you want to do that. People are still doing it, still making a lot of money doing it. And the reason for that is because eBay has emailed live people saying, hey, we know that you're dropshipping. That's against the rule. But they don't ban them for doing it. So we're not seeing people getting banned specifically for dropshipping on eBay. So if you want to do it, you can do it. If that's what you want to do. But I just want to let you know about what the rule says. What most of these people are doing is they're finding ways to kind of fly low or lay low or fly under the radar. That's what I was looking for. Certainly ways to do that. I know lots of people are interested in it. That's why I still have videos about it inside my course, and I teach how to do that. But I'm just being like upfront and honest about the rule itself. Hey, Mike, what's up? Can't find winning products on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, so the free ebook, I have some information in there. So second link down below is a free ebook all about Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. Download that free ebook and it will teach you how to do some of the product research. And I'm definitely going to be having some videos about that very soon. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for that. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking about my course, my Facebook Marketplace dropshipping course. I opened it up for enrollment a few months ago. We had a lot of great people sign up for it that are doing really well. And then I closed it for enrollment because we had 6 weeks of coaching with them. We're going to be opening it back up soon. So if you want to join, again, we're going to open it up. It's going to be open for a few days and then we're going to close it. So if you don't want to miss out on that opportunity, you should get on the wait list. And the only way on the wait list is by signing up for that ebook. So again, the second link down below. You'll also get on the wait list, so I'll send you an email as soon as that course opens back up for enrollment so you can join before it closes for enrollment again. No, I would not use NordVPN or any commercial VPN for a VA to log into Facebook. Absolutely not. I've heard at least 2 people who started doing that and they've had problems with their Facebook account. I think they've lost the shipping option on those accounts. I would absolutely not do it. I am working on solutions that hopefully will work and will update you guys, my students, when I verify that it works. So I'm taking a risk on one of my accounts to see if it works. Hopefully it does. But I know that the commercial VPNs will not work. There we go. Sign out and sign back into Facebook. It also removes cookies. It helped. Wow, I've never heard of this. So Mike says he has a buyer that is actually banned by Walmart. Wow. So Walmart won't ship to his name and address because the buyer is banned. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard of that. Tell the buyer he needs to give another address. Tell him it doesn't work. Oh, LD Velez. Thanks for being here. Hit that thumbs up button. And yeah, thanks for coming. See you hopefully next week. All right. Hey, Paul, I want to register with AutoDS. I have 2 eBay stores with 800 listings and all are drop shipping from Home Depot, Walmart, Sam's Club. Which one should I use, API or non-API? I always recommend you go with non-API. I would not use the API version. It's just not what you want to be doing on eBay these days. So remember I talked about before how people are doing retail anyway, but you want to kind of fly under the radar. If you're doing API, you're not going to be flying under the radar, okay? Now, like I said, we haven't seen people getting banned for it, but what happens is they'll lower those listings in the search results. So again, if you want to take that risk of getting your items lowered in the search results, then go ahead and do retail. But if you're going to do it anyway, you should just try to fly under the radar. But if you want to fully comply with the rules, then go with wholesale. All right. So I believe with Walmart, with Autodesk, you can change it so it only will look at items sold by Walmart and not by third-party sellers. No. If a virtual assistant, VA, which stands for virtual assistant, is listing items onto Autodesk for us for eBay or Facebook, they're not listing random products. Not about that at all. Remember, this is like the theme today is product research, product research, product research. You have to be doing product research. Your virtual assistants have to be doing product research. So use the product research formula, 3-step product research formula. That is what I teach in the first link in the description of this video, my free eBay dropshipping training. So you should definitely check it out. It's free. Start cracking Mercari and Poshmark. There's only so much bandwidth for one person to sell in different places. Doing great, Mark. I don't use SKU grids, so I'm not sure. I'm doing great, Mark. How are you doing? Why am I doing dropshipping over retail arbitrage? So because I like the location independence of it. With retail arbitrage, you have to actually go to the store to get items, which you could do while traveling, definitely. But I like being able to do everything from my couch or anywhere I have a laptop and an internet connection. At the time I was living in New York City, I didn't have space to store items or even great way to source items. Now I travel full time, and so it would be a lot harder as well. I have a course all about eBay dropshipping, which I think is linked up below, or you can just go to dropshippingtitans.com. And again, you get the wholesale course with that and the retail course. So I'll teach you whatever it is that you want to learn, whatever it is you want to do. Oh, this is a good suggestion too, and I really should have said this. So Jason, another suggestion, if you want to go full time as an entrepreneur, try to be out of debt and have 6 months worth of your current pay and savings. That's would be very helpful as well. Best, thank you. Yes. I would try using Google Sheets. I find Google Sheets is a lot easier to use than Excel. Yeah, especially at first, you're going to end up working a lot more hours if you go full-time as an entrepreneur. But eventually, you can get those hours down. I mean, you learn at some point you can't sustainably do it all by yourself at full speed. So what you want to do is, at some point, really hire a lot more help. And that's what I've done. I've hired a lot more help and really trusted them to do more. And it's really opened up my lifestyle a lot more to be able to live and enjoy life. And inevitably, what happens, right? You free up time to enjoy life. And what do? You take on more projects, so new projects, right? That's how it started. eBay dropshipping, outsourced a lot of that. Did Amazon dropshipping, outsourced a lot of that. Created my online training program and helping out students. And then create a second one for Amazon. And then what? And then I've outsourced a lot of that stuff as much as I can. And then started traveling full time. And then what? And then I started another YouTube channel all about our travels. And so yeah, but that's what makes being an entrepreneur so exciting, so much fun, is that you're able to do that and to try new things. Whereas at a job, you're kind of constrained by what it is your boss tells you to do. The hardest part really is picking what to do and not trying to do all of it. And that's a big struggle for entrepreneurs because my dog wants to get fed. I think of like 2019 was a big problem for me, where I really felt like I spent too much time trying to take advantage of every opportunity instead of just honing in on the few opportunities that were enough so I could really concentrate on them and do really well with those ones. So that's something that is kind of like a discipline that you have to learn how to do that is difficult to do, but once you get it works really well. That's the 3 o'clock alarm. Wherever I am, whatever time zone I'm in, that alarm goes off. The dog goes off at 3 o'clock to, oh, we have a friend here. Cool. To let us know that it's time to eat in about a half hour. All right. I have a few more questions. And then, so like I said, I travel full time in a van, and we just had someone pull up next to us in the same model van as us, which is always fun to see. So, cool. All right, maybe it's like one more question, then we're going to call it a day. Another Tuesday live. Hit the thumbs up button, people. I've never used Mercari. Like I said, a good opportunity, but just because it's a good opportunity doesn't mean I should take advantage of it. At some point, you have to just say, I can't take advantage of every good opportunity. All right. I know there's a lot of questions I didn't get to, so if you want to make sure you get your question answered next week, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us right when we go live. We usually go live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you join us right when we go live and ask your question right away, so there's a higher chance that you'll get your question answered. I only got through maybe a third of the questions today, so I do apologize for that, but that's just the way it is, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer your question. I know a lot of you asked it multiple times, but sometimes I'm just not going to see it due to time. But thanks everyone for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all the great questions. And again, links down below to some awesome free stuff. And I'll see you guys next week for the next live Q&A. Bye for now.